Hey there guys, it's aarava here today, bringing you part 7 of my F1 2014 career mode. And after the successful part 6 at Monaco, we're here for the Canadian Grand Prix in a rather wet practice session. But yeah, before we get onto the video guys, I want to say a massive thank you to the epic response on the Monaco video. Over 1,000 likes on the Monaco video. Absolutely amazing. Can't thank you guys enough. I think that's the second video on my channel that's got over 1,000 likes. So that's pretty damn crazy. So thank you guys so much. Stuff like that does keep me very motivated to keep on doing these videos as frequently as I can right now. So thank you again, and let's get straight to the video. So yeah, as I said, we're in a soaked practice session, but it's actually going to be dry for the race and qualifying in Canada. So a very weird situation where it's not actually worth me going out and doing too many laps. You know, I can't test the setup in the wet to work in the dry. I've got a setup already kind of thought through for Canada, so it was really just about maybe, you know, just going out for a few laps in the wet, seeing how it was in the wet, even though it's not really going to affect the whole weekend. So a pretty kind of dull practice session, nothing really to do. No R&D as well, so hopefully we'll have some more R&Ds coming up later in the season where we can improve the car. But apart from that, yeah, really nothing to tell in practice session. We did go out for a few laps with the dry setup on, and we managed to get second place, but I have a feeling it's really not going to be kind of anything to tell about for our pace, because I think the AI also didn't go out that much, and you know, he had Danny Kvyat in first place in practice, so that's how you know it's really not going to be, you know, bulletproof, you know, on the dot for our race pace. But getting on to qualifying now. Here's the Q1 results, and we just about got into Q2 in 12th place on the prime tyres. Obviously, the yellow soft tyres, the primes, are qualified in those. In Q1, we managed to get through to Q2 P12 with a 117 dead, 1.2 off the pace of Lewis Hamilton, so not too bad considering their prime tyres. And then moving on to Q2, we went fastest, surprisingly. I was very surprised by this, to go fastest in Q2 on the super soft tyres, so level pegging on the tyre options, and we came out on top by 1.5 tenths from Hamilton's Mercedes. So very awesome pace right now in Q2. And now we're going to cut on to Q3. We're actually going to show you some extended highlights of Q3. You guys seem to really enjoy when I did a whole lap highlights at Monaco for the qualifying, so I decided to do the same here at Canada, because some of you were liking it too, like a real hot lap in real life. So that was quite nice. So I thought I'd treat you again with a full hot lap around Canada. So this is the quick setup that I'm running. I was running the whole qualifying session, obviously, because it's Parc Ferme. You can't change it between sessions, so we've been running that setup the whole weekend. I even did that setup in practice, so that's why I was quite surprised we got up to second in practice. But yeah, we're going out on a set of super soft tyres. Obviously, we got an extra set, so we're going out twice in this session. Doing the first run now, then we'll just wait a bit, and then we'll go at the end of the session again. So now here we go down the main back straight towards the last corner, which is actually chicane. And now we go through the chicane now, just going through the curbs and up into fourth gear. Now through the gears now, down the pit straight. And here we go, starting our lap in Q3. Let's see how far we can get up into the top 10. Down to the first corner, changing down to second, chuck the car in. But actually we went very wide here at turn 2, and on the exit had to wait quite a lot to put down the power. And so that's going to hinder us with a bit of time loss. But now going through to the high-speed chicane on the right, then left in fourth gear, just about make it through that second part, was nearly going to make a corner cut there, and now through the right-hander, sweeping right-hander, and then down to second gear, chucked the car in. Actually did second gear a bit later there. I actually kept it in third for a bit. Now on the exit, this is a very hard corner. That exit right there was very tricky, and in the race it's going to be quite tough to manage the kind of grip and rear tyre spinning. Now through this very high-speed chicane, through the right on third gear. I found third gear works a lot better than the fourth gear that the game recommends. And now we're going down to the hairpin. Now we're going to brake very hard down to second gear. First gear is not needed. We can do it in second because it's quite a wide hairpin. Now go wide on the exit and try and plant the power down. Now we're just going to go through the gears, obviously. Open DRS when the line comes up, which should just be about now. There we go, opening DRS. And we're actually going to get up into 8th gear for the first time in a while on this game. Into 8th gear, nearly maxing out the 8th gear. Through down to the chicane. Smash the curbs right there as hard as you can. Up into 4th gear now through. Keep it straight to try and get the fastest way to the line, and that's going to be a 1:15.158. Right now, first place. Obviously, AI haven't set their times yet, so we're going to go back to the garage and let's see where that places us as we return to the garage. Still first place. And looks like our teammate is in 8th place. The AI have all set their laps now, and we are on pole position for now. Great stuff. Let's see if Hamilton beats it as we fast forward in the session, as you can see. And we fast forwarded all the way to about 3 minutes gone. And Hamilton is still second place, so we're still first. We've still got pole. Let's go out for a precautionary lap, because I don't know if Hamilton's going to be on a fast lap. Obviously, all the AI have gone out right now for their second run, so we're just going to go out as well, and just kind of, you know, it'll be a precautionary lap here. As you can see on the mini-map, all the AI behind us, they're going to finish their lap on this lap. I'm going to start mine next. As we actually go through down to the hairpin on our second run, we're actually 4/10 faster, 4/10 purple on a lap, but as you can see on the mini-map, all the AI are in the pits. Therefore, we have already got pole position. We've gone 4/10 faster on this second run, because I actually nailed the first and second corner a lot better than the first run. As you remember, on the first run, we went quite wide on turn 2, so that's where we gained all the time, but we're actually not going to bother setting the time. We're just going to stroll in to the pit and get our pole position. Easy as done there. That was a very close pole position, actually. I've only just realised 400ths of a second on pole from Lewis Hamilton and then Nico Rosberg. So great stuff there to get pole position. 2 poles in a row. I hope, I would like to think, I hope this is for things to come maybe in the rest of the season. If we can maybe battle for, you know, the top 5 at least, you know, in qualifying, you know, 2 poles in a row, that's awesome stuff. But remember, in Monaco, you know, we got a pole at Monaco and we didn't end up winning Monaco, even though Monaco should be a kind of place where you can maybe park the bus and win it, and we didn't. And obviously here at Canada, with the big straights, big DRS zones, it's going to be even harder to park the bus, so we're going to have to hope that the pace from qualifying carries over to the race a bit more than it did at Monaco. So yeah, let's get on to the race. We've got Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg to contend with the whole race, and obviously also I think the Red Bulls will be right up there, because they've got some great downforce, the Red Bull car this year in career mode. Actually a bit better than the Mercedes, I would think. I think the Mercedes is just much better in the straight line kind of department, but I think the Red Bull has superior downforce, so we'll have to contend with all 4 of those cars: Ricciardo, Vettel, Rosberg and Hamilton. But here we are in first place on the grid, and we've got our setup obviously that we'll show you in a bit, but it's going to be interesting with tyre wear as well. I think it's going to be an option prime. I'm not too sure what the AI are going to do, but I think that's what we're going to stick with. I think that's what the engineers will want us to do. But here we go through the setup. 4.3 wings, so yeah, higher than F1 2013 for sure, but not as high as been running it you know, previously. You know, at Bahrain I ran 11.7 wing, so I definitely went a bit lower on this, and it actually didn't feel too bad on lower wings here at Canada. And also we did change our engine in practice. That's actually something I forgot to mention, so apologies for that. I did actually change my engine, so we got a fresh new 100% fresh engine for this race, so that may have been a factor to me getting pole. I'm not too sure, because the first engine we were on was on 90%, so I think that was the best way to kind of do the engines, kind of take a lot of toll on the first engine, and now we can do fresher engines for the rest of the season. But here we go, we're revving up to 5 red lights for the Canadian Grand Prix. I think I'm going to have to fend off Hamilton. I've turned my wheel to the right to try and fend off Hamilton straight off the line. Here we go, and we're off, and we're going to fend off Hamilton. We're going to go to the right straight away on the straight. Hamilton's had a rubbish start, actually. Rosberg's had an okay one, but through the first corner, the AI go very slowly, and we're still in first place through the second turn. And now we can try and get away from the AI. Hopefully, maybe, if we can at least get, you know, maybe a second and break the DRS, maybe there may be a bit of hope. We'll see through this next high-speed chicane in 3rd gear this time on heavier fuel. Obviously, we can't take in 4th like in qualifying. But Vettel's in 2nd place, actually. Rosberg's 3rd. So Hamilton went from 2nd to at least, you know, I would say maybe 4th or 5th. So very interesting to see that Hamilton got a horrible start and Vettel got an awesome one. And actually, Vettel is within 1 second already, so we haven't broken that that DRS zone. Vettel, with his downforce and the traction, has been able to close up on me. And to lap 3, here we go. You can see the proximity arrow right behind me. I've actually gone quite wide on that exit. That's going to hamper me, and Vettel might be looking at me with DRS. The first lap that DRS is activated, will he be trying to make a move down to that chicane? Let's see. And into Richmond to try and combat his DRS, but here he goes on the left-hand side of me with DRS wide open. Let's see, we go wheel to wheel. We're going to have to defend from him quite hard into the chicane. That was fair stuff, and we're still in first place after Vettel tried to make the move. He's actually lost quite a lot of time there trying to still stick it around my outside, and we've actually set purple lap time there for lap 3, which is quite surprising, but I'm pretty sure the AI will be doing faster time soon. And now onto lap 8. Hamilton is right behind me, trying to overtake me. He's gone down my outside on the hairpin, and is he going to make the move stick? No, I'm going to squeeze him out. Vettel, no, I'm sorry, Ricciardo looks like he's trying to make a move on Hamilton as well. So it looks like Hamilton and Ricciardo might be fighting in the background. Ricciardo has indeed overtaken Hamilton. Now this might be Ricciardo trying to make a move on me. I'm going to move to the right-hand side again, moving the Red Bull goes to the left-hand side, this time on Ricciardo. He's going to try the same thing Vettel did. He's a lot more alongside me than Vettel was, and that was a lot more of a fight between me and Ricciardo. He was a lot more alongside me than Vettel was, but I've still managed to keep first place. And now we're on to lap 9, and this is when I make my pit stop. As you can see, the engineers want me to make the pit stop, and also my rear tyres aren't feeling too well. I think trying to get the undercut will be the best solution to not lose as much time. So here we go into the pit. I believe Rosberg and Hamilton and Ricciardo might be continuing on. I believe also a lot of the AI is going to continue on. It seems they have superior tyre wear on the first stint for sure. They can go at least 1 or 2 laps longer than me, which is a bit annoying, but that's how we have to do it. So here onto the prime tyres, the yellow softwall tyres. So yeah, the rears weren't feeling too well, so I would rather not lose a whole bunch of seconds on worn options and try to kind of do my luck on trying to get a bit more pace on some cold new prime tyres. So here we go out into 11th place, just to go ahead of Jenson Button there as he's through the second corner. So up to 11th place now. Let's see where we can go through the last chicane on lap 10. Rosberg set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, so it just shows the AI still have pace and tyre in their option tyres. And then we're going up to, this will be P6 now on lap 11, so people are making their pit stop. So we're going to be hoping to come out in first place again once people make their pit stops. It's going to be tough. They're in the pits now, going on to lap 12. Here we go. Have we done enough to get first place again once we made the first batch of pit stops? Here we go. P4, P3. Is it going to be P2, P1 maybe? No, but only P2 because Ricciardo comes out, Rosberg comes out. We've lost P2. We're down to P3. This is awful stuff. We've lost 2 places there in the pit stops. Yeah, very, very predictable. The same sort of thing happened in Monaco, obviously, except in Monaco we lost 3 places instead of 2. So we got a lot of work to do. We're going to have to try and stick with Rosberg. Hopefully maybe we can stick with him and maybe get the DRS. The DRS is very good here. Onto lap 13. Rosberg has trying to make a move on Ricciardo. He's been squeezed out and I've gone down his outside and we've actually made the move stick for second place. So that was crazy stuff. Didn't even see that coming on lap 13. Rosberg tries to make a move on Ricciardo. He was squeezed out. He was going very slowly. And then I just dived it down the outside, really. Didn't even have to dive it, really. Rosberg was just going that slowly. And now we've got DRS up into 8th gear on the back of Ricciardo. Ricciardo's gone very slowly through that chicane. He's got a very poor exit. Opening DRS. Can we do it on the pit straight? We've got the slipstream. Got the DRS wide open on Daniel Ricciardo. Can we get the Australian to turn 1? Yes, we can. Round the outside. And we've got P1 back in the Canadian Grand Prix. Awesome stuff. We are legitly first place. No undercuts to be made. No pit stops out of sync. We are legit first place on track here at the Canadian Grand Prix. Awesome stuff here on lap 14. We're over first place and wow, that's awesome. That's the first time we've legit been first place again after a pit stop, because obviously in Monaco we lost it and we never got it back. So this is awesome stuff to be in first place again after the second pit stop, after the first pit stop indeed, the first time it's happened. And now here we've got onto lap 20. As you can see, Hamilton's now behind me. He overtook Ricciardo and Rosberg. So I believe Hamilton is on the option tyres right now, and I think Rosberg is on the primes. So I think Hamilton might be pitting this lap. So I think it will be worth going into the pits now with Hamilton to try and cover him off, and that's indeed what we're going to do. As we see, Hamilton does come into the pits with me as well, so we're going to cover Hamilton off. Rosberg on the prime tyres. I believe Ricciardo may also be on the prime tyres, so we can't do too much about them. They're going to go to about maybe lap 23, 4, so we can't try and cover them off. But all we can do is go into a fresh set of prime tyres for the last 15 laps of the Grand Prix, push as hard as we can now, and let's see if we can do an undercut on Rosberg and Ricciardo to get first place once again. But we covered off Hamilton. That's the most important thing. Hamilton will be behind us. We can defend from him quite well. This is all about now us racing Rosberg and Ricciardo on lap time, trying to go as fast as we can, and yeah, just blitz it. For the next few laps, I just need to blitz on these brand new prime tyres. They'll be going off on their old primes that have been going for a few laps. They'll be going to the options at the end, so it's crucial that I try and get ahead of them. But as we go on to lap 25, so we see we're in third place right now, and Ricciardo is still in first place. But crucially, as we can see, actually, I've only just seen that there on the top left, Rosberg is in fourth place. So we've overtaken Rosberg. On track now. We are legit third place at the moment. A net second, I'm going to guess, maybe, and maybe even a net first. Let's see. Raikkonen is up ahead in second place. Ricciardo's first. I don't know they're yet to pit yet. I believe Raikkonen definitely hasn't pit yet. I'm not too sure about Ricciardo. So let's see. On to lap 26, on towards lap 27, what will be once we cross the finish line. Let's see. Rosberg is definitely behind us, so we will at least be second. Let's see if we can get first through the final chicane. We're going to come through. Are we going to get first place? Let's see on the mini. Yes, we have got first place. place. We are into first place of the Canadian Grand Prix. Ricciardo's made his pit stop. He's actually even going to be behind Rosberg, I think. Raikkonen falls back as well. And yes, there you go. Rosberg is into second place. And I'm in first. And we're going to come through for first place. Here we go on lap 35. On optimum fuel, we're going to come through. Easy does it through the final chicane. And we're going to come through for first place. Our first win in this F1 2014 career mode. My first win on F1 2014, period. This is awesome stuff. We've won the Canadian Grand Prix for Williams Racing. 25 points in the bag. First win on F1 2014 and 2014 career modes. Awesome stuff. I don't know if that doesn't deserve a like. I don't know what does, guys. Give it a huge like for our first win of career mode. Our first win on this game, no doubt. Awesome stuff. Vettel's come home in second, Ricciardo third, Rosberg fourth. So I have no idea what happened on that final chicane, but it looks like they were having a three-way scrap and Vettel came out on top, so good stuff for him. Lewis Hamilton ended up DNFing. He actually crashed out after he made his second pit stop with me. He didn't push on with me to overtake Rosberg and Ricciardo. He actually crashed out, seemingly also at the same time maybe as Jenson Button. I'm not too sure what happened with them too. They might have crashed together, but here we are, third place in the Driver Championship now. Only one win behind Hamilton, 25 points exactly. So we're closing on them. I don't know what the pace will be like in the coming races, but we've got Austria, Germany, and Silverstone coming up, and I think I will have the pace to battle the AI there. Three of my favourite tracks on this game now. I didn't used to like Silverstone, but definitely now a favourite on mine on this game. And I think those three races we can really try and get on the AI. But awesome stuff there to get the win at the Canadian Grand Prix. If you did enjoy that, guys, give it a like, favourite it if you will. Yeah, we had that awesome response on Monaco yesterday with part 6. It'd be awesome to try and get the same sort of response again on this episode. And this time we won the race as well. So I think that even deserves more likes. But, you know, I hope you guys seriously enjoyed that. Comment below what you thought. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Again, subscribe if you're new for weekly F1 content. I'm going to try my best to do daily uploads for at least the next week, and then it may slow down. But for now, for the rest of the week, I'm going to try my best to do daily. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the day. I'm aarava, and I'll see you guys next time.